And you guys feel free to unmute. Like, this is just us. It does not matter. I'd love to hear from you guys. So how's your first week in the academy been? Good?
Good. A little overwhelming.
Is it?
But it's been fun to, do power hours, and then there could be one little thing you're like, oh, that's how you do that? Like, oh, so that's invaluable.
Okay. Look, what, like on the power hours you said?
Yes. So just like I'm on the struggle bus with Instagram for sure. And so finding little things of seeing how you do things just to streamline it. Like yesterday, Abby showed us how to basically like save messages. I can't remember what it's called, but
quick replies is what it's called.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, oh God, that's so brilliant.
It's fantastic.
Sometimes I was doing that, saving it in my notes. So that I have to get out of Instagram, go to my notes, find my thing, copy, paste. I was like, oh, that's brilliant.
It is brilliant. I mean, it makes your work so much quicker. And I've always saved quick reply, like, messages that I send often in my notes section. But it is amazing to have it right there. Like, just hit a button and boom.
Yes. So I have to kind of get that set up, and that'll help me. So it's the efficiency. I have a little more time right now. My kids are a little bit older and more independent.
Okay. Good. I'm glad it's helping. So today we're just going to bust through some work again. Okay. I like doing these. Like, I've been doing this for 6 years, and it's so much better with you guys, like, honestly. And it feels good just to have it done. So I am going to so I have some slides too. Like, we always use our slides, and I'll share those. But I've got my phone plugged in, so I can show you guys some things I do, like, as I do it on my phone in Instagram. Let's see. Can you see the screen yet? Can you guys see my screen? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I totally stole these slides from another coach, but I really like how, like, you start with your mindset, because, I always say at the top of that business activity tracker from Team Beachbody, you have to start with your why and who your target market is. And I feel like that really just gets your heart set on your mission for your business, or your vision for your business. And, we had you guys do your why, share your, I don't know what happened. We had you share your why and your vision with us on purpose, because that is going to motivate you on the days where you show up and you're like, God, I gotta do this again, and my kids are cranky, like my husband and I just had a fight, or, like, I overate last night and I don't feel motivated to do the work, because those days are definitely gonna come. But if you know why you're showing up every single day, then you are going to do the work. And honestly, you guys, our goal for you is for you to find joy in the work. We're not just here checking boxes. We're here to actually make an impact, provide for our family, and do something that we love. And I can tell you, 6 years into this, that joy comes from doing the work consistently. All right. Just do it consistently. There's peace there. There's productivity there. The things that you do today may not pay off in SC points tomorrow, but they will a week down the road, or 2 weeks, or a month, or whatever. So just showing up every single day is how you grow this business. So let's, like, get our mindset right. Always encourage you guys, when you sit down, like, on your tracker, I check my Coach Online office in the mornings. I don't stay in there all day, but I do. I look, today's payday. Did anybody earn any money today? Yay! I love it. Yay. Okay. So I think, that's what we're celebrating. I don't care if you earn 50 cents or $500. Like, that is so cool. We get paid to do something that, honestly, most days doesn't feel like work to me. So check your coach office. How many Success Club points do you have? You guys can type it in the chat bar. Like, we really want to encourage you guys to take ownership here. You know, you're building a business. Success Club points are part of this business. If you're just avoiding looking because you know you don't have any, it's probably because maybe you haven't done the work, right? So tell us in the chat bar, how many Success Club points do you have? How many coaches have you added this week? And just answer these questions in the chat bar. That would be very helpful to me. What are you inviting to currently? And the buy group, all you guys have done a buy group, so like I'm sure of that. And then like, what are your goals for the month? So just take a minute, type it in the chat bar. We can all look at each other's. Don't be ashamed of anything. Don't be ashamed of anything. Or if you have like really high Success Club numbers, I've always hit really high numbers, and I've always been like, oh, I don't want to like outshine anybody. But that's not what this is about. I did the work. I got the results. So like, celebrate. It's just a reflection. All right. And then obviously you don't have to type out your why. I love your whys. You women are amazing. And then the last thing that I do to get my heart set right, my mindset right, is I like to text or message 3 or 4 people who are already part of my organization. Maybe they've joined me as a coach, they've joined me as a challenger, and just say, hey, I want you to know I appreciate you and I really enjoy doing this with you. All right. That really helps me focus on why I'm here. So I'm going to read your chats here, and I want you guys to do the same thing. I want you to just message 3 or 4 people who've already joined you and say, hey, thanks so much for putting your trust in me. I love doing this with you. Awesome. Tracy's at SC5. Yes, yes. Katie signed a coach and she's at SC2. Gabrielle, you're at 0, but you're going to, last month you ended at 17. That is always hard. All right. Good, 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 good. SC2, 1 coach inviting all 3rd. McKenna, you're at SC6. Yeah, yeah, girl. Check your coach online office. I know sometimes it doesn't update. Yeah, you're at 6.
Hooray.
All right, good, good, good. Awesome. 5, 2 coaches plus retention point. Those retention points are a little nice. I hope they don't start taking those away. Okay, okay. Jennifer, that's okay. You're inviting. We're going to invite today, Jennifer. We're going to do this. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to send my messages really quick. Hold on. Okay. All right. Everybody good? TMI, your toddler has a poop. I love it. That's not TMI. I think we're all mamas here. All right. Moving on. Block 2. Let's add followers and connect with people. This is where I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what I do. Let me see. Stop share. Okay. I'm going to share my phone. Can you guys see my phone? Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. So it always feels confusing to explain this, so I'm just going to show you. But what I like to do when I go to find followers is that is funny. That little meme there. Like I like to either go to influencer accounts or I like to go to the accounts of people that are already my friends. So for example, one thing that I like to do personally is when you go to your followers, so you see I went to my followers up there. If you go to, let's see, people that you're following, well, no, that's not. I'm sorry. We're going to do that in a minute. Never mind. Let's go to an account of somebody that I engage with a lot, but she's not actually like a coach or on my team. Sorry, I'm blanking for a minute. These are all people that I've already interacted with. I always just use Lisa Whittle as an example. She's kind of gotten large, but that because she has 21,000 followers. She hasn't texted back. I usually try to look for accounts that are like 15, 10,000 or under. But Lisa Whittle, if you know who she is, she's a faith influencer. She has a book, a podcast, all these things. I love what she shares. And so what I would do normally is go to an account like this, definitely smaller. I would focus on smaller, but think of like people that you love to follow because they just put truth or positivity out into the world. Actually, let me go to another one that I do love. But God is one that I love. She's so, she has 25,000. These people are just growing. They're growing. Anyways, I'm going to choose her. She's like actually a friend of mine. I order some stuff from her. And she's so sweet. So this one says, join us in praying for our children, right? So that automatically is a huge part of my niche. She's faith-based. She's talking about, she's obviously talking to moms with children. And so like this post is going to be one that is also going to be very important for the people who are part of my target market. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on those little right there above where it says, but God under that post. I'm going to click on the little faces. And those are people who liked the post. Okay. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to choose people from this one. She's in high school. I'm not going to follow her. I will look at their accounts. So she, this is a mom. She looks like she makes things. She creates things. She does skincare. She does have a business, but she does run it in fields, but that doesn't mean she wouldn't make a good challenger, right? That she wouldn't be interested in, joining my challenge group. So I followed her. She doesn't have a huge following, 434 people. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to look at people. And if they're private, I'm still going to friend them. And, if they follow me back, then I can check them out. This is obviously a mom, has kids. So I am just going through, made new, saved and redeemed, mom, daughter, sister, friend. Okay. So I'm also looking to make sure that they don't look like a coach already. That's one thing I always look forward to. So do you see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? So we're just going to spend like 10 minutes following new people. So let's start. If you have questions, ask me.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Could you show me again where, maybe it's because I found someone that doesn't have very many likes. I don't know. But
yeah.
Where do you click on where you said it was under but God, and then you said where you found the likes?
Yeah, just their likes. Like if you go to the post right under it, it has like little faces above the name of the account, and those are the people who liked it. Another thing that I really like to do is I like to find a post that has like a lot of comments, because if people are liking and commenting on a post that is, that pertains to me, then they are active on social media. And so like that's a good plus too. All right. So let's see. And that way you're not like searching through their followers and things like that. They're already active on social media. Cute. How old is she? And I don't write anybody down until they follow me back. Okay.
Okay.
If you take 5-10 minutes twice a day to do that, you can like follow probably 50 to 100 people in a day. One of the top coaches says she does it while she sits on the toilet. Man.
So for some reason, I got this idea that following more people that are following me just looks bad, but is that
okay? I'm about to address that. I've got that next. Okay. Tell me when you followed like 20 people, and then we'll move on. I don't set a timer. I should.
So, and do you like go through the like a few posts, comment on a few posts, and then follow? Do you do that too? Or do you just scroll, look, oh, they kind of look cool?
I follow first, and then if they follow me back, then I do that. That's the way I do it.
That helps with the whole timing. In 5 minutes, you're like, follow 10 people. I'm like, oh!
Because a lot of people are private, and if I can't see their stuff, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna wait till they follow me back. Let me go ahead and say too, like another thing that I would do is go to a friend, like a friend's account. This is I always talk about my college roommate. She only has 125 followers, so it's not really a great example, but she's in my like coaching. She does my workouts and stuff. She's not a coach, but I know that if she posts something and people engage with her, then, like I would actually I see some people I should already be following. But I can go through and I can follow people who are her friends. Okay. That's another way. It doesn't just have to be a big account. So look for friends of friends too. That's an easy thing to do. And we will do the like comment thing next. I feel like we need music. All right. Next thing I want to show you guys, and you can see we did this on my screen, but like if you see where it says following, I'm really following way too many people. I haven't done this regularly, but that 6,040, if I click on that, it's going to tell me who I've least interacted with in the last like 30 days, more or less. It gives you a list of 50 people. Not last 90 days. So these are people, it says, that I haven't liked their posts or reacted to their stories. Now, you can use this two different ways. One, you can use it as an opportunity to go and engage with these people, or you can use it as an opportunity to unfollow them. So and this does take just a little bit of time because you want to like look at them, look at their account, say, do I want to keep following this person or unfollow them? And so like, I can use this to actually like engage and comment on these people's posts. But it also shows me people that like I really wouldn't engage with. These people look a lot like my people. So I probably need to spend some more time here and engage with them. So she's a mom, so I can just go and like comment on that. So I can do the three comment on one kind of thing. If she has stories, I would go and respond to her stories. She has not texted me back, babe. Okay. So I can use this as an opportunity to engage with some new people, right? Or I can use it as an opportunity to actually unfollow people. And usually there's a lot of people on here that don't look like my people, but they do look She looks really young. So I'll just use as an example. I'll just unfollow her. She's not following me anyways, right? You can also tell who's following you if you click on their following, and if your name is not at the top, then they're not following you. Okay. So I can either like start engaging with them, or I can just unfollow them and kind of clean up my list a little bit. Now, if you have a much smaller following, I would definitely use it as an opportunity to start new conversations, start new relationships, right? But oh, how sweet. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Does that make sense? So it shows me who I'm following, and the people that are at the top of my following are people that I engage with the most. So you probably just definitely want to scroll on down, and like I honestly just start looking for people who don't look like part of my market. Does that make sense? Let's see. Maybe I've just done a really good job of like branding myself, and they all do look like my people. But I look for guys. If I'm following any guys, I unfollow them. No sheets. I unfollow coaches that aren't my own. So like if I'm following people who are coaches but they're not my coaches, like I unfollow. Let's see. Chris, yeah, that's a guy, so I unfollow. It's just really important to unfollow every day as well as follow, because it keeps your balance.
If you find that there's another coach following you and you don't know who they are, do you just let them follow you, or do you follow them back?
You can remove them as a follower, because honestly, like if you have a lot of coaches following you, then it's going to mess up your algorithm, and Instagram is going to say, okay, this person follows and she is following a lot of coaches, and a lot of coaches are following her. So I'm going to put more coaches in her feed, right? And you don't want that. You want to find people who are not coaches already or don't already have a coach. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Okay. All right. I think I unfollowed like 40 people, something like that. So I cleaned it up a little bit. And every day, just when you go to follow, just make sure you unfollow as well, because you do want a smaller percentage of people that you're following, and you want your followers to be a lot bigger. It's just part of the algorithm. That makes sense? Okay. All right. So next, let's do the 3, 2, 1. Or the 1 would be following. I don't do that. I do like 3 to send a message, something like that. So I can go back to that same list where it showed me my least interacted with people, and I can use that list to start interacting with some people. So this girl is super cute. That's March 3rd. She's not on here very much though. Let's see. Okay. I can do that. Like and comment on some of her stuff, and I can send her a message and say, if you mind sharing where you stayed. Okay, so this is like a genuine, like she went to the beach and she shared a picture and it was beautiful. So I always send them a message about something on their feed if we've never connected before, and I just ask a question. So that was genuine. Like I really was curious about where she stayed. So that's one. I can go to another one, and if you look for the little red circle, it's a lot easier to connect. And sometimes I may unfollow these people. She looks really young. So responding to people's stories is super simple and easy because it goes straight to their inbox, and then I can go and I can like a couple of her posts. She is super young. Definitely not part of my niche. She hasn't posted in a while, so she's not on here often. Just kind of, I just like act quickly. And you definitely want to like write down. So like I wasn't writing down, but you want to write down, like if you do the 3, 2, 1, like if you engage with them and they are following you, then you want to write down their names so that you can actually like go back and, you know, see if they responded, see if they followed you back or something like that. Because tracking is super, super important. All right. Oops. Let's see. So, are you guys good? Do you have any questions? Did I move through that too fast? And what you're doing, you're not just like checking a box. Like what you're doing is you're actually like, when you like, comment, send people a message, Instagram says these people know each other, and I'm going to put Rachel's content into so-and-so's feed more often. All right. So you're actually helping your visibility in the Instagram world and putting your content that you're going to put out there into these people's feed more often. So you'll probably start to notice that this person, you'll see if you spent some time 3, 2, 1ing this person, they're probably going to start showing up in your viewers on your stories, right? So that's how this works. It's really, really like simple, and just these little things really make a big difference in your business. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to spread some love. And I kind of did that already with going to these other accounts and liking and commenting and sending messages. But if you go to, let's see, if you go to the top of your stories, you see up there, I have all those people who have their rings around them. If you go all the way to the right, it'll start to show you people that are grayed out. This means that they have stories, but that you have not connected with them in a while. All right. So this is another way to just go and watch their stories and respond. Like seriously, don't overthink it. Just respond. All right. So let's see. Okay. Hold on a minute. I don't know. If I don't have anything to say, then I'm not going to respond.
So Rachel, this is where I tend to get caught up, is I go all the way to that point, but it seems like all of my the people that I'm following and or followers they're more influencer pages. So I don't have a lot of personal individuals who tend to update their stories.
Yeah. So do you need to like unfollow those people?
Maybe.
I mean, there's Katie. I don't know why it has Katie on there, because I did respond to her. This girl a coach.
Do you know why I wouldn't have any of the grayed out circles like you do?
I don't know. Maybe like how big is your following?
Like 1,700.
I don't know. I wonder if it has to do with Can't tell what this is. Whatever it has to do with, like, what type of account do you have?
A business account.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
If you don't have that, then another thing that I also do, and I really do this before and after I make a post, but I will just scroll through my feed and I will just like and comment on people's posts.
Okay.
Because that also, same thing. Like if you're like for like 5 minutes before you make a post and then 5 minutes after, what's going to happen is those people that you liked and commented on, they're going to see your post right away. And so it just is just activity on Instagram is a good thing. Activity and using all the features and engaging with people is important. Oh, look at her belly.
Can I make a shake?
Yeah, Ben. I'll mute it. Matt's going to make a shake, so I'm going to mute y'all. Okay. Is it good? Are y'all spreading some love out on the gram? And one thing, you know, like I know I talk to a lot of coaches and I struggle with this a little bit too, but like people are always like, oh, I feel so like I feel fake or whatever, like connecting with people I don't know. The thing is it's social media. Like people get on social media to be social. So like just be yourself, be positive, be encouraging. Know that like whenever somebody gets your message or your comment and they go to check out your page, you're putting stuff out there that is going to make somebody's life better. Okay, plain and simple. If we're doing all the things that we're supposed to do, then this person's life is going to be better because they're following you on Instagram. It's just confidence. Be confident in that. All right. Have y'all made some connections? Because now we're going to invite. I'm going to go back to my phone and show you what I'm going to do. All right. So I am going to first, I tell my team, I teach this like until like, I will teach this until I die. I don't know what my analogy was going to be there. But content generates conversation. All right. Plain and simple. I do all the things that I'm telling you guys to do. I find followers daily. I connect with people daily. But I find that the bulk of people who I start conversations with or that I invite are people who are engaging with my content. Okay. So and when I say content, I mean posts and stories. And so if you're not posting, you can't do this. If you're not putting stories up every single day, if you're not posting your workouts in your stories every day, if you're not doing some type of invite in your stories every single day, then you can't do this. And this is so simple and so easy. All right. So content generates conversations. I always at night, I have a reminder in my phone to message people who are watching my stories, but I invite from my stories more than anything else, more than anywhere else in my business. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to yesterday. I did a story series about MBF, but also I did one about coaching too. And so like, look, I'm about to miss it. But I'm going to click on the faces down there in the bottom, and it's going to show me who watched that story. And so this is about coaching. These stories are about coaching. So I'm going to invite people to come and learn more about coaching through this. So this is somebody I'm actually following up with. She said she wanted to be, she was interested in coaching. And I'm just going to say, hey, girl, did you ever decide if you wanted to, jump into coaching with me? We're doing a sneak peek on Facebook right now, and I'd love you to join. Okay, so that's a follow-up, but it's also an invite because that person has not joined me as a coach yet. So I'm counting that as an invite. And this girl, somebody I'm gonna follow up with too. Ready to come learn more? I'd love that. How are you? Okay, so she's watching my stories about coaching, and when I message her from that story, she's going to see what I'm talking about, right? Saying, hi, Michelle. Love for to come learn more about coaching if it piques your interest. Have you thought about it? Okay. Not even like super wordy. Hey, I'm a coach. Do you want to be a coach? Like all that. She's watching the content, so she knows what I'm talking about. And I just say, hey, do you want to come learn more about it? All right. So that's 3 invites I've sent already. Lauren Murphy, I don't know who this is. Let's see. She looks like a student. I have messaged her before. Still, she keeps watching. I'm just going to message her again. Hey, Lauren. And I should have copied that last one. And I always say, like, just be yourself. If you use a lot of emojis, put a lot of emojis in there. This girl I've talked to before, so I can just ask her the same thing. We've had a good start to a conversation, so I feel confident in actually messaging her and asking her. This girl looks like a coach, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, she's a coach. So I'm going to unfollow her. Or she already has coach because she has the better together thing. It is really important to always look at people before you message them, okay? So do you see how easy that is? Like, I'm not having to go look for people to invite. I'm putting the content out there and they're watching and they're following along, and my content backs up my invite. You know, I don't have to invite somebody and then them go to my page and be like, what is she talking about? If you're putting the content out there, you can invite people who are watching. And if you don't have a lot of people watching, then use this time to go follow people. All right. So I invited at least 5 people to coaching just from that right there. Okay. The other thing, the other content, obviously, that generates invites is your posts. So you should be definitely posting at least like 5 times a week on your Instagram. And whenever I do that, like I'll use my transformation post as an example. Same thing. I'm going to click on the people who liked it, and I can invite from that. Let's see. Let's see. And this is where I use those quick replies. So I'm going to message Nicole. Let's see if I've messaged her before. I have not. So I'm going to say thank you for the love on my post. And it's going to be like a connection, like, hey, thanks for following me. Thanks for the love on my post. But also, were you interested in learning more about my boot camp? So I have a quick reply that says challenge group. Let's see. Challenge group invite. No, that's not it. Sorry, I got to find it. Well, I thought I had one. Oh, here it is. It says challenge group post like, and it says, hey there, Nicole. Thanks so much for the love on my post yesterday. It's not always easy sharing vulnerably like that, but I know God uses my story to inspire incredible women like you. Thank you for the support. Were you interested? Were you curious about the Full Life Project and joining us, or just sharing the love? Either way, thanks for being part of my tribe here. Okay. Because I do want people to know that, hey, yes, I'm inviting you to something, but even if you choose not to join, I'm so thankful that you're watching me, right? You want me to share that in the chat bar? Where do I do that? Oh, there it is. And so, like, I want you guys to really, like, speak the way that you would speak to somebody. And this message, that invite, does not make me feel icky or salesy at all. It's acknowledging that she's paying attention to my content, inviting her to something, and saying, you know, no matter what, I'm so excited to support you. So I'm just looking at people who, these are people who liked my post, and it was just a transformation post. So it doesn't matter if it was a challenge group invite post or if it was just a fitness post or inspiration post. Okay. If it's about your health and fitness, then you can feel free to invite. And definitely track it, like write it down. Okay. So I've invited like 10 people just from the content that I put out there. Does that help? Does that make sense to you guys? Ask me anything. If you guys have questions as you're doing this, like ask me anything, because I would love to help with conversations. Your call. No, I'm still on it. You're still on it? She hasn't messaged you back either. Amy said they're at the pool. Okay. Cool. Do you want to teach my coaches anything? No.
I have a question, Rachel.
Yes.
So once I drafted up your response, which was awesome, thank you. How do I save that? Do I still send it, and then how do I save that for quick replies?
You have the business account?
I think I do.
Okay, hold on, I'll show you. So you can only have so many. Okay, so I'm going to use Natalie here. She just joined under one of my coaches. But down there at the bottom in the message, next to the message box, there's the plus, and you hit the one with the 3 little dots.
Yep.
Okay, and so I think I have as many as I can have, but you're going to add.
Okay, so I need to put it in my quick replies first before I can. Okay, because I put it.
Well, yeah,
in
you can do it
the
either
message.
way. You can send it, but like it won't let you like type out like a sentence. But so like I have mine is there in there is challenge group like. So I know that this is a message I'm going to send to people that like my challenge group posts. Oh, that's not what I copied, but and then you just hit save.
Got it.
So you can see I have all of these. Like I have a quick reply for what is Ultimate Portion Fix. I have a video for like if somebody wants to learn more about coaching. I have a message that I send to people that watch my stories. I have my sorry invite. My sorry invite is like one of my favorite things I really do need to tell you guys about. And if you know me, you already know it, but I'll put it in the chat bar here too. But this is an invitation that I send to people that I've been tracking, that I've started conversations with, and we've just been talking about something else entirely. And it is, hey, I'm sorry I was thinking about you today. I am so sorry I have not invited you to my boot camp chat. Like, I know you see what I do because I'm confident that she does because I put it out there. And I'm sorry I haven't invited you before, but if you have any goals, I would love for you to join our community. Would you like more information about the Full Life Project? If not, that's totally okay. I'm thankful every day someone invited me. And that's how I transition conversations. Okay. Transition conversations from just connecting to inviting. And I think that is probably the biggest hurdle that I see most coaches have. They can add, they can connect, they can start conversations, but they don't know where to invite. Okay. And it's as simple as saying, hey, I'm sorry, I have not even invited you yet. Would you like more information? Okay. Okay, last thing that we are going to do, you guys, is follow up. Have you guys been talking to people, invited people? Maybe you got share carts out there and they have not like acted, or maybe they haven't responded to your last message. And I would say fortune is in the follow-up, and that is so true. Like, it's so true. People get busy, they get distracted, they get nervous, they get laid off. Like, I don't know. Anything can happen. You can be rocking along and be like, this person's going to sign up, and they never do, right? So that's one reason it's important to do this every day. Like, never count Success Club points before you see them in your coach office. You always continue to invite and do these things daily. But following up is so important because it's very rare that I invite someone, go through the whole thing, and they sign up that day or the next. A lot of times it takes some time. You have to foster that relationship. You have to answer their questions. You have to go back and find them and say, hey, you're ready to do this. The easiest way to follow up with people is through your stories. Okay. So typically if you're having conversations with people on Instagram and you've gone through all of it, they're still watching your stories, even if they're not responding to your message yet. Or if they haven't gotten back to you. So I follow up a lot through my stories, and I just use that little arrow next to her face or her name and say something like this. Hey, Emily, you should totally join us this month. Is it the right time? Let's get your stuff ordered and get you plugged in, right? It's that simple. If you have, like, obviously I have a tracker sheet over here of all the people that I have talked to or who have like filled out my application or whatever. I'm going to go through that list and say, hey, I haven't heard back from Kimberly. I need to send her an email or a message. All right. So tracking is like, if you're not tracking, your business is going to go nowhere, honestly, because you have to follow up with people in order to make the sales and get them plugged in. All right. So right now, I want you guys to go through your stories and look and see who's watching your stories that you've invited and gone through all the stuff with, and they haven't taken action yet. And so I want you to send them a message and just say, hey, you know, you ready? Is today the day? Let's get you started and get you plugged in. All right, you guys, that is all I got. Do y'all have any questions for me? Save a follow-up in your quick replies too. That's super easy to do. Look, there's McKenna. She's working away. All right. Last thing I want you guys to do is I want you to do some stories inviting people to your challenge group videos, like right now. Okay. So it is as simple as like turning your camera around. Oops, shoot, I don't know what to do. Going to hands-free, finding your little filter that you love, and just saying, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Women are signing up for this Summer Shred Boot Camp. It is all about faith, and we're incorporating our faith into our fitness. 30-minute workouts a day, simple nutrition plans. I'll send you a meal plan every single week, but you've got to start this with us. We kick off on August 3rd. We are talking about being stronger in our faith, stronger in our fitness, building muscle that burns fat, and you're going to love it. Do you want a spot? Click the poll below, okay? I didn't actually record that because I already invited something, but that's what I would do. All right, you're going to do it? Yeah? Hey, it doesn't post automatically. You can redo it if you need to, but I want you to do it, like while we're on this thing. Milo has a snake.
It's a little stinky snake.
It's someone else's. It's you. You can disinfect it.
Rachel, any chance that you can share your sorry invite in the chat bar?
Yeah, I think I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. The one that says "Good Morning Summers."
Oh, okay.
Misspelled. Yay! I saw Amanda and Gabrielle record. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. People love to hear your voice and they love to hear your heart. I know that talking and doing lives is, and like even the hands-free thing is the most intimidating, but I find that I get the most response from those type of things because people love to hear you. Okay. Yeah, just a minute. Okay.
Can I use yours?
I said a little prayer while y'all were sending those messages too. So,
Can I listen on your AirPods?
will you give me a minute?
But Mom, you work, you don't
all right.
have minutes.
You guys, I'm done. I'm done.
Bye.
If y'all don't have any questions for me,
Oh, kitty.
will you please just be quiet for a minute? Like you guys are the ones showing up. I promise you this works. And even if you don't get anything from those invites you sent today, you will from the ones last week and last month. And that's just how it works. Consistency, momentum, that compound effect. Keep pumping that well. All right?
No.
Good, good. Y'all let me know how it goes. Yes, this was recorded too, so I'll post it in our group. All right? Bye, you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.